Welcome, everybody. It's Saturday night on the Paranormal Portal, and I am your host, Brent Thomas, here to entertain the hell out of you. So hopefully you're ready to be entertained. I'm going to do the best I can. Tonight we're going to do, by special request of many of you out there watching, whether you're here present or not, you requested this, so this is what's going to happen. Hi, Drew Duncan. Good to see you. That's a new name, right? Yeah, it's good seeing you. Welcome to the show. We are going to be doing some instrumental transcommunication tonight, and basically that is a method often used by ghost investigators, paranormal investigators, to try to make meaningful contact with the other side, spirits. Now, the reason they call it instrumental transcommunication is because we're basically using devices as a medium for which it's believed that spirits can use their energy and either trigger responses to let you know they're present, or potentially, change sound waves in order to create messages of meaning. We're using many different devices here. I'm going to just show you the screen. This is everything set up over. Oh, what the hell is that? That's not what I was doing. This? Nope, that's not it either. What am I doing exactly? Here we go. There it is. Okay. Oh, yeah, I wanted to use this screen. There you go. You can see everything on the table there. We have a REM pod set up. We got the yes-no pyramid. There's a different name for it. I forget what it is, but I can't ever remember it. We've got the cat balls sitting on the table over there, and we've got a flashlight, K2 meter, and the portal build, which is the sound bites. It's a randomized database of sound bites, and they're only supposed to be fractions of words in there. So if you hear full words, that may very well be a meaningful message from somebody that we can't otherwise see or are not aware of their presence. So this will be an opportunity for us to see if we can make contact. So lots of different modalities. And of course, as always on the shows, I'm using the X Paranormal Detector app on my computer, which utilizes the wireless communication device and is able to detect electromagnetic anomalies. And so Uses a device called a magnetometer, and if you have a cell phone, you've got wireless, you've got an iPad or some kind of tablet. They also have magnetometers in there, not only computers and laptops. So all of those things do, and that's why these ghost apps allegedly can be used by the spirits to communicate. So we're going to be getting into all of that on the other side of the news. Of course, we got to do the news because we want to keep you informed, and knowledge is half the battle. According to G.I. Joe, that's what they told me. So I've tried to adhere to that. God, going in the Wayback Machine to G.I. Joe, can you believe it? I don't know. Anyway, it's going to be a interesting night. Now, full transparency, we could possibly get nothing all night long. It could just be a dud. We've done really well on the shows when we've done these live investigations, quote unquote investigations. We've gotten really great triggers, really great indicators that there's been intelligent presences here willing to communicate with us. And so it's been really exciting and fun. But just so you know, and I give you my word of honor, whatever that's worth to you, or I put it on everything that I love and hold dear, that I will never, ever, ever, for the sake of sensationalism or to try to promote my own show, I will never hoax anything. So whatever you see happening on this show as these devices get triggered, there's nobody else here. It's just me sitting in the room. And if it happens, it's really happening. I don't know that any one thing triggering is enough to say, hey, you definitely got spirits there. But if we get a couple of devices triggering, or 3 or more, I mean, that's really great because it reinforces each other. You know, when something gets triggered and then something else gets triggered, it's like, okay, well, something anomalous is happening. Now, I still can't say that there's a disembodied spirit standing right there doing it, but I can say that it is anomalous and it is very interesting and could very well be evidence of a spiritual presence. So take it for what it is. Don't, we're going to be utilizing the portal. And one of the things I want to say right up front is that the portal uses a pre-recorded database of words that are spit out at random. I run it into a noise gate first to clean up the sounds. And then I run it into reverb to give the sounds more space or more of an echoey sound. So that's done on purpose. And then it's pumped out to a speaker. Now, you may hear male and you may hear female, you may hear child. You'll hear all kinds of different types of voices. The tone and the gender of those voices is not really relevant because, again, these sounds are pre-recorded. So that doesn't mean because you hear a man's voice say, I love you, doesn't mean that there's suddenly a man ghost here that loves me. It just means that it was able to utilize the sound field to create a message. It could be female, could be male, could be never human. We don't know. So don't attach too much meaning to the gender, because that's really. I know it's easy to go, oh yeah, you got a male and female seem to be talking to each other. Well, it may not work quite like that. So anyway, just some things to think about as we go through this, and keep in mind it's just gonna, whatever happens, and we'll just go with it as best we can. So we'll take a look at it, and that'll be right on the other side of the news. Again, it's just you and me, guys, and I do encourage you guys to utilize the chat if you have questions you'd like me to ask. Because honestly, sometimes I just sit here and get a little stumped, like, what should I ask next? You guys have come in with some great suggestions, so capitalize them at least. But at Paranormal Portal would be better because it, again, frames these in the orange box for me to really see. Helps me really to zero in on the messages that are meant for me rather than just to each other in chat. So keep that in mind. Again, I want to talk about the methodology that spirits can use to alter the sound field. But we'll get into that after the news, and we'll revisit all of this a little bit, and I'll explain some of these devices on the table for any of you that are new, because I think it's a great way to introduce you guys to things you may have seen on ghost shows or videos on YouTube or on television. They're utilizing a lot of these same devices. So we'll talk about them. I'll tell you, what they do, how they're supposed to work, and we'll see what happens. Again, there's no guarantees. So, but first, I guess we should get to the news and find out just what the hell the news is tonight. So, without delaying any longer, without further delay, let's get to the news. Trusted news. We got that going for us, ladies and gentlemen. All right, here we are at the Paranormal Portal news desk. As always, I'm your anchor, Brent Thomas, and let's get you all newsed up. Find out what we newsed. What kind of news is on the hopper tonight? Well, first one is coming from, all three of them tonight are coming from unexplained-mysteries.com. Again, support this site. It's wonderful. I can't promote it enough. I just really love this site. Just like I love, Sasquatch Chronicles blog and Phantoms and Monsters. They're just amazing sites, and this is certainly one of them. This one is apparently a revisit to some alleged UFO footage that was captured by, I think, some military craft over in Iraq. Let's get to that. And this is, again, unexplained-mysteries.com. Investigators claim to have solved the mystery of Pentagon UFO footage. So I don't know exactly, looking at this, where the actual UFO was. There it is. It's that ball right there. And it's definitely off the ground and moving, but we'll see what they say. Investigative journalists have put forward an explanation for the footage shared by Arrow earlier this year. The clip, which shows an unidentified metallic sphere moving at considerable speed over some buildings somewhere in the Middle East, was shared publicly during the Senate committee hearing back in April by Dr. Sean Kirkpatrick of the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office. At the time, the footage generated much intrigue, as it seemed to be evidence that UFOs not only existed, but were being officially acknowledged by the U.S. government. This is a typical example of a thing that we see most of, Kirkpatrick said at the time. We see these all over the world, and we see these making very interesting apparent maneuvers. This one in particular, however, I may point out, demonstrated no enigmatic technical capabilities and was no threat to airborne safety. Fast forward to the present, and now an investigative journalism group known as Bellingcat. What the hell? They didn't waste a lot of time thinking up that name. Bellingcat? All right, has put forward its conclusion that the object in the footage is nothing more than a Mylar balloon. Wow, I'm glad they put their heads together for that one. Who would have thought? It's like everybody would have thought Mylar balloon first. They act like it's some kind of really like a earth-shattering conclusion. It's like, well, duh, yeah, people think of Mylar first. To determine this, the investigators attempted to calculate the object's size, speed, and distance traveled based on relative speed and altitude of the drone that captured the footage. They also determined the exact location that it was filmed at for reference. That it was filmed at? That doesn't sound right. If the object was situated at an altitude of approximately 2,000 feet, they argued, then it was quite feasible that it was traveling at no more than 27 miles per hour. On top of that, the sighting occurred at the time of a major holiday in Islam, during which it is not unusual for balloons to be used. It could be like Eid al-Fitr or Ramadan or something, sure. So while it's exciting to imagine a 30-centimeter wide alien spacecraft flying around the Middle East, Occam's razor suggests that perhaps we're just looking at a party balloon, the group concluded. Sorry. And again, we'll watch the footage quick, just for any of you that may not have ever seen this. This is from Space web or YouTube channel. And they're going through all of the... Good God, it's 12 minutes. Are you serious? Where is it? I'm looking for the actual footage we're discussing here. They're not, I don't know. Must have just been a blip in here somewhere. Is that where it is, or is that just an ad marker? Oh, okay. Well, that was actually it. That was actually it. Hold on. Let me go back a little bit here. Oh, I missed it just a hair there. Sorry. Okay, here it comes, going north to south. Zoom. That's kind of quick for a balloon. I mean, I've seen balloons, but that thing's really cruising. I mean, they're still sweeping and haven't quite caught up. But there it is. They finally caught up with it. Unless they have a hurricane there, I don't know how that balloon's moving that fast. I don't agree with them at all. Not that it needs to be a UFO for me. I don't have that kind of an issue, but I've never seen a Mylar balloon travel that fast. Even if it's in an air current and stuff, it's still going to have a resistance to the motion. Like, have you ever swung a Mylar balloon around as hard as you can? And it actually ends up like you're dragging it through the air because it grabs so much air as it moves. And it creates like a parachute effect. So I don't know. I guess if it was in a specific, really strong current that was also moving that fast. But I don't know. I don't buy it. I don't think that is a Mylar balloon. I really don't. I think it's something else. Something else. Anyway, you be the judge. I don't think that's a Mylar balloon. I just don't think you could make a Mylar balloon travel that fast. Even when you're driving a car, you've got balloons tied to your car. If you look at the balloons, they're whipping around and dragging back like like parachutes. They don't sit perfectly spherical as they go through the air. They get whipped around and they have all kinds of weird current issues traveling through the air currents and the resistance of the air and stuff as they pass through it. So I'm not buying this at all. I don't think that's a correct assessment. That's just me. Again, I don't have a confirmation bias. Like, it doesn't need to be a UFO for me. I've seen the real thing, and this, whether it is or not, is really irrelevant. But I really don't believe that that's a Mylar balloon, not traveling like that. So you be the judge, though. But that's my take on it. I think their group, Bellingcat group, is wrong. But what does that matter? Oh, also in the news, just for clarification, I don't know how it apparently came out of my mouth, but I've told you that Portal Mom's a stickler for grammar. And apparently, during last night's show, I said library. And I honestly can't imagine that I said it honestly, because it's been grilled in my head growing up that it was never a library. I had some relatives that talked like library and like that. And it drove my mom nuts. And anytime I would mispronounce something, she's like, no, this. And she was really stickler about it. So if I managed to say library somewhere, I don't know how that happened, first of all. But if it did happen, I don't know. What's on the screen to the right of the story? What do you mean? Over here? What are you seeing, Mom? What's on this? What on the screen to the right of the story? I don't know. I guess I should see what you guys are seeing. Get up the cameras. Let's put it up there again. Well, to the right it's an ad. There's an ad here, I guess. And other articles that are linked. There's Angie Dickinson, something about Angie Dickinson. It's just a Google ad that gets placed in there. So I don't know what the hell this is. That's an ad. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know if that answers your question, Mom. But Mom was like, hey, what is that? It's not mine, Mom. I just found it that way. All right, let's get to the next article in the news tonight. This one is also coming from unexplained-mysteries.com. And let's see what's going on here. In this article, this is, this one's kind of, well, God, it might be huge. No, it's not too bad. This one's pretty short, but it's kind of cool because according to unexplainedmysteries.com, new evidence discovered at alleged resting place of Noah's Ark in Turkey. Let's see what this says. It says, scientists have found evidence that a human activity dating back to the time of the biblical vessel. Whether or not you happen to believe that the events described in the Old Testament actually took place, the tale of Noah the Ark and the Great Flood needs no introduction. For centuries, scholars have attempted to track down the final resting place of the Ark, which, according to the Bible, came to a stop somewhere in the mountains of modern-day Turkey. One site in particular is known as the Durupinar Formation, and it is thought by some to be the petrified remains of the Ark itself. Vaguely resembling the shape of a vessel, it is situated in Turkey, approximately 3 kilometers north of the Iranian border and around 6,500 feet above sea level. While geologists generally argue that this site is a natural formation, since 2021, scientists from 3 universities in Turkey and the United States have been analyzing samples of the rocks and soil found at the site to determine if it really is home to Noah's iconic vessel. There's a selfie mishap. That's not mine either, Mom. It just pops up, just so you know. Now, according to the initial results, there is, in fact, evidence of human activity at the site in the form of clay, I don't know what clay materials, marine materials, and seafood, which date back to the time of the Great Flood. According to the first findings obtained from the studies, it is thought that there have been human activities in the region since the Chalcolithic period, I guess if I'm pronouncing that right, or Chalcolithic period. That is between the years 5500 and 3000 BC, said Professor Dr. Farouk Kaya of the Agri Ibrahim Sisan University. Again, that I don't know. The C's are weird in different languages. Like in Indonesia, a C sounds like CH. So, so a C is a ch sound. I know that it varies. So I apologize if I'm brutalizing the pronunciation. It is known that the flood of Prophet Noah went back 5,000 years. Of course, evidence of human activity at the site from around that time neither confirms nor denies that the formation itself is Noah's Ark, nor that Noah actually existed. For those hoping to prove once and for all that the site is the final resting place of the Ark, however, it does, at the very least, represent a big step in the right direction. So there you have it. And there's an actual link in here. I guess I can put this link in the chat if any of you are interested in watching the video clip or whatever. I can put that in the chat, and you can check it out at your leisure. All right, here we go. And pasting the link in there if any of you want to check it out. Oh, don't touch the ads. Ugh. Don't touch the ads. He was a real character. Yeah, I mean, he might have been. Yeah, I don't know. Certainly, there's certainly a lot of the really interesting thing is that whether or not you believe in the story of Noah or whatever, I guess this is a picture of it too on the screen. This is what looks like the underside of a hull, or maybe the top of the vessel. Hell, I don't know. But the interesting thing is that there is legends and apparently geological evidence the world over that suggests there indeed was some sort of deluge that happened in the ancient times. So it's pretty bizarre. If that's not the case, well, then they built a pretty incredible narrative around that, and it happens to be substantiated by several other observations around the world and geological findings that show there was some sort of huge deluge that hit this planet. So make of that what you will. I'm just telling you. That's what they say. All right. Let's get to the last article tonight on the news. And this is from unexplained-mysteries.com. And we'll see what they're talking about. I actually know what they're talking about, but you'll see what they're talking about right now. Because this is the real-life Jersey Devil is actually a genuine creature. It says this real-life Jersey Devil. Well, this is not something indigenous to the U.S., though. This is a form of like flying fox or type of bat creature. It might look like the rendering of some obscure Pokemon, but is in fact a real animal. An image of this peculiar looking creature first started doing the rounds on social media back in July 2018, prompting speculation over whether it was a new species or some kind of hoax. Look at that nose, though. Looks like Squidward. Anyway, with its strangely elongated face, abnormally large size, and thin membrane-like wings, the animal looked a bit like the Jersey Devil, a terrifying winged creature described as a cross between a horse, a bat, and a kangaroo that was said to have roamed the forests of the Pine Barrens in South Jersey hundreds of years ago. Well, not just then. Didn't just stop. As it turns out, however, the creature in the photograph is not a mythical beast at all, but is a very real animal known as the hammerhead bat. Yeah, I guess it looks like a hammer, I suppose. I'm just wondering what these flaps are on the side. What the hell is all that about? That's a really, really pronounced muzzle. It says the largest bat species in Africa. Its wingspan can exceed 1 meter across, and its unusually large snout, especially evident in males, acts as a resonating chamber that enables it to make honking sounds. That's not the sound I was thinking when I looked at this. Like, what would it sound like? Honking wasn't it. It was like some kind of scream or something. Anyway, let's see what it says. Like other bats, the hammerhead bat can be found hanging from trees in sizable numbers, but passersby needn't worry as these winged mammals only eat fruit such as bananas and figs. So it's basically like another fruit bat, okay? Most of the time, though, all it really cares about is finding other bats to mate with. Got it going on, brother. Now, these are not terribly smart bats, Jack Bradbury of the Cornell Laboratory of Ornithology told NPR. I think most of the synapses in the brain of this male bat are devoted to sex, which sounds just like human beings. Thank you. Just saying. Being a guy, I know how this works. It says, and he doesn't have much else on his mind except getting some food. Yeah, it sounds like guys. It sounds like could be a man. Could be a human being, for God's sakes. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, there you go, the hammerhead bat. Maybe you didn't know about that before. I don't know if they're bigger than the other fruit bats. Sounds like they are. It sounds like they're the biggest ones out there. But they sure are. I mean, the fruit bats are actually adorable. They call them flying foxes. And they look look really cuddly things. But this thing looks like it just as soon bite your head off. Not to say that it looks angry. It just looks, I don't know, dorky. Strange animal. But anyway, there you go. Hammerhead bat, ladies and gentlemen. Didn't you know about that before? You're welcome. Again, glad to be of service. Glad to be bringing you new information that maybe you didn't start with tonight. So anyway, there you go. All I want is food and some good loving. Now this song's going to fit right in. Now this song, the theme song for the news, is going to fit right in with the whole Barry White thing. But just think of the hammerhead bat, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's get back to it. Gone when the morning comes, 'cause I'm already gone. Smooth landing, ladies and gentlemen. Smooth landing. All right. Well, there you go. That's a little news and information for you. I hope you feel good. Feel good about that. I want you to send him the music. For what? What music? What are you talking about, David? I hear you want some music, brother. What music are we talking about? Mom's filling me in. I don't see David Barnes, my brother. Good to see you, brother. Good to see all of you guys, actually. Thank you all for coming in. Again, we're going to be diving into the investigation portion of tonight's show. I'm looking for David's message here, but I don't see it. I'm just looking through the chat quick. We could do shout outs, I guess, while we wait. If you want to shout out, you got to say something. You got to talk. And that should get your name populated on the list so I can actually read it out loud. So without further ado, let me know what music you're looking for, David. I'm curious. I'm just curious. Okay. Here we go. Boom. All right, participants. Who do we got? Chucky Danger, David Barnes, Drew Duncan's in here, James Fedke is here, Jordan Cogburn, Karen Alberting, Maggie M10, more of this, more of that, Paradox Fossils, Rachel gets it right. Ooh, someone up. K-Love came in. Good to see you, K-Love. Awesome to see you come in. Rachel gets it right. Rock Rocker. And Smooth Landing, Tracy Gale, Wizard Moon, Smooth Landing. I like that. Trace Linnell, good to see you. Good to see you, Trace. Who just popped in? Some more names are popping in. You guys, Lady J Homestead. Yep, I see you. I'm looking. What Flyer Tuck came in as well. Cosmically Divine. I like that name. That's a cool name. What am I missing? Oh man, now you guys are killing me. Names are coming up all over the place. Who'd I miss? I'm looking. I just can't keep up. I'm old. I'm not that mentally agile anymore. I'm just seeing what I missed here. Paradox. Ron the Sage. Good to see you, Ron. Saw you come in. Thank you. Maggie M10, of course. If I didn't say that before, Maggie's here. And Mom's here. Portal Mom's here. But I think that's everybody now. So if I missed, if you're chatting and I missed your name, I do apologize. But I'm just winging it as we go here. Diane Fowler's here. Okay, good. Good to see you, Diane. Okay, I almost missed that. All right. I guess Rock Rocker. Yeah, shout out at Reptilians. At Reptilians? We got some reptilians up in here? Sorry, I shouldn't squint so much. Makes my eyes water. Make some water. All right, so I don't know about you guys, but you got a hankering for some investigating? You guys feel like you want to dive into it and give it the rest of the show and see what we can get? Now, again, there's no guarantees that we're going to get anything. Could be I mean, I've had the yes/no detector and the REM pod over there on for the entire time, and absolutely nothing's been happening. It's been just kind of sitting there. Neither one of them has been triggered at all. However, maybe they will.
Sophie.
How you doing, Sophie? My mom had a dog named Sophie. Is that you, Sophie? She passed away, though. Before the show, it said automobile. Yeah, man, let's dive into it. I'm just looking for David. What did you want for the music? You have to message me. Yeah, you said that you had music. Oh, yeah. Sorry. I still have to actually record it. Yeah, I still have to record it. That's right. It's on a CD right now, which shows you how old that music is. But I've actually got to record it onto the hard drive and send you it. It's just a bunch of, most of them are really half-assed. They're just kind of, they're rhythmic and melodic and stuff, but they're not done. But maybe the two of us can finish it. I don't know. Okay, so here's the thing. We're going to be, I'm going to be starting everything up over there, which is actually over there on your screen. But give me a second. I'll, of course, still talk to you, but I got to pull off my headphones, and I'm going to be kind of unplugged. So I'll get everything set up and going. The cat balls have already been on, too. And so they haven't triggered. Nothing's triggered outside of the ghost detector triggered once with a presence right as I was setting things up, but we'll see. Let's dive into it. Yeah. Okay, so just give me a couple minutes here, and we'll see what we can turn up. I don't know. Maybe nothing, but hopefully we have an interesting show. I get really excited about this stuff. I really do, but I'm going to kind of aim my microphone over this way because I'm still going to be talking to you as I do this. So anyway, let's see what we can do here. Oh, there it triggers. Okay. All right. So this is on. Okay, that's on. Let's turn this on. This is a really just a hair. You got to just turn it to the hair to the off. It's got to be just there so that it doesn't take a lot of energy for that little bit of rotation to be made. Okay, I think that's right. Okay, so the flashlight should be ready, hopefully. This one's on. This is working. Okay, good. So this detects motion. This side, this side. Oh, I don't know if I did that or not. I might have. There we go. Okay. And then it takes 20 seconds to reset that. Now, turn on this. Turn on this. Oh, come on, really? Dude, what the hell? Stop. Just relax. Oh, now it's all going to get all happy on me, isn't it? Sure, right when I'm trying to get busy here. Let me grab a new battery. Settle down, just give me a minute. That's got some spunk to it. Let's see what this one. Ouch. Yeah, that one's got some life in it. I always lick them. Okay, just wait, flashlight. Okay, just give me a sec. Yeah, we're getting there. Okay. All right, settle down. Okay. Cat ball's on. I don't know how loud this is going to be. Let's try it out.
What are you feeling?
Ooh, need a little more volume.
What are you feeling?
Oh, this is the backwards one. Hold on. Okay. All right. So let's move this over here. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Turn off. Thank you. Just turn off yet. Don't turn it now. Can you turn it all the way off? I thought I had that all set. Wait. There we go. Okay. Hello. Are you there?
Please.
Let me do this. Okay. All right, I don't know what's triggering because I was just over there, but we'll just give it a second. Let everything settle in. Okay. All right, so to any spirits that are here, positive, loving, wonderful spirits, nothing dark and negative is allowed to enter this space. You are forbidden to be here if you have malice or mean harm to either myself or any other person connected with this show or this space. Is there anybody here that wants to talk? Is that loud enough? So I thought it said I do, but that's balut. What's balut? I don't know. Huh. Getting a consistent female voice coming through, which is a little anomalous. Oops. There we go. Let's try this. That was two voices, which is unusual. Okay, can you stop triggering that ball, please? Just let that stop. I don't know if that's anomalous or if it's just the sound's too loud. Could be vibrating. It's a little loud. I'm gonna turn that down a touch. Okay, can you turn that light off? Can you let us know that you're here? Do you see the pyramid shape on the table? If you go close to the side towards me or the other side, it will trigger and let us know you're here. Otherwise, there's a cylinder device on the table with a red light. If you get close to that, it will trigger as well. Man, this thing is just not stopping. I'm going to see what's up with this. No, it stops. I hold it and now it stops. Okay, let's just see. Now that I'm holding it, I'm not jarring it. Let's see if we can get it to... There we go. That might be sound though. That's... You know, the thing with these cat balls is that each one is its own sensitivity. There was a flashlight. Okay. So I'm not sure if it's sound related or if it's being triggered. But the flashlight did come on already. Oh, that was a different voice. Do you hear that one? Hello? Who is here? Can you? Does that sound like a dog?
Animal.
I've only heard a dog on this thing like 3 times in the years that I've owned it. One was in Coloma, and one was here in the studio as well. But it's funny because Sophie came up, and that's my mom's dog's name, and then that barking sound. Maybe that was barking. I don't know. Okay, so now the cat ball is not going off at all now, and there's been other loud sounds, so that's a good indicator. Was that you making that? Oh, thank you. Was that you making the cat ball light up? If it was, can you turn that flashlight off, please? Can you turn off that flashlight, please? Yeah? Okay, please do. Wait for what? Okay, yeah, as you're hearing things, yeah, put it all in caps so I can look at what you're hearing. That's where many ears are a good thing. Can you please turn that flashlight off again? On the white cloth, can you turn that off? Twice that same sound. And that flashlight might need to be reset again. Does the flashlight need to be reset, or can you do it? Can you do it, please? Make that flashlight turn off? Oh, good. I'm glad that looks good, Diane. Very, very cool. Okay, I'm going to reset that flashlight because it's obviously not turning off. Which happens. Sometimes things will happen and get triggered and then nothing. And then something, then nothing. So sometimes they just leave it.
I take
I pick it up and it turns off. Ah, God, that was right in my eyes. Ooh. Maybe. Okay, maybe that's good. Hopefully. Okay. All right. Okay, can you come close to this device and make it do that? You see what I just did? Can you do that too? On the other side? One side is red that's lit up. The other side is green. Can you make the green side light up? And the light will reset in 20 seconds on that yes no detector, the pyramid thing. Ah. No, it just went blue. I thought it went green. Sorry. I'm still kind of blind from that flashlight in my eye. I've got a big blue ball of light in my eye. It's like getting the flash photography in your eye and you get that artifact. Okay, so now it's just... So that's a lot of voices. Can we have a name of you? What is your name? Sound Tom? Did I hear Tom? Did you hear Tom or something like that? I don't know. Jordan, yikes. Jordan said went to the shed at work tonight. Something growled at me from inside. Yeah, that's not fun. No, not at all. I do not is what I heard. Okay. Okay. Yeah, thank you. I still got like light artifact in my eyeballs from that bright flashlight right in my eyes. Tom and Tommy Jordan heard. Okay.
Jerry.
Say Jerry? Did that say Jerry? Is that right? My dad's name was Jerry. If you're here, can you make that flashlight turn on again? Can you make the flashlight come on? So I'm like, nope. It's up to you. It would be great if you could see it. You could also make the balls flash again. I didn't mean to discourage you from doing that. I just was not sure if it was being the sound or you. I believe I've heard I do not twice. I think it might be one of those regular things. Yeah, it could be. It could be. And that's the thing with this. It takes some time to get used to the normal database sounds, and then when something's different. Yeah. Let's play a game. I'm gonna say three numbers. You say the number that comes next. 3, 4, 5.
Good luck.
Sorry.
Something like 7. What number comes after 5? Not 2. No. How about counting backwards? If I count backwards, I'll say 3 numbers and you say the next number backwards. But not the actual, you don't say it backwards, but what number would it be? If I went 5, 4, 3. That was a different voice. I don't think I recall hearing that before. What number's between 1 and 3? What number goes in between there? Well, that was a weird couple voices, huh? Yeah. Putting headphones on is a big help. Tofu? That was weird. I can't say I've ever heard that one either. Is Peter here tonight? Peter, are you here? If you're here, can you make the ball light up or the flashlight turn on? That's real quiet. Seemed like we had a good spurt right out of the gate, though. A good spurt of things going on. The jumpers, that's a real common one that comes up all the time with the database. So when I first heard that, I was like, ooh, this really makes you think, oh, that's very anomalous. But through the years of using this, you do really get, I think, a lot better at differentiating between what is actually anomalous and what is just part of the program. You'd see some people answering every sound. Like, no matter what it says, they'll try to make whatever sound comes out fit into the thing, like it's just going to be that responsive, but it's just not how it works. It really isn't that way. That's a weird voice. Very breathy, that one. Who is that? Who was that voice? Yeah, you. Who are you? What is your name?
Yeah.
Who was the real breathy voice before? Who was that? That real breathy voice I've never heard before. Tanada? Come on, you can talk to me. Who's here? Who are you?
Dog. Ventilate.
Dog? That name comes up a lot. Peter, yeah. Peter, are you, if you're here, can you make the little ball light up? Can you do that?
Sorry.
You can do it, Peter. Is someone else here then? Is it not Peter? If it's not Peter, will you light up one of the devices for me, please?
It almost.
Are there any spirits here that would like to talk with us? Just two different voices saying the same thing. Just. So I don't know. Is it Jess? Or Jeff? Or what am I hearing? Is your name Jeff?
And for me.
Would love to talk to you. I'm gonna check that flashlight again. It's just going absolutely cold. It's gotta be about right. There we go. It's gotta be about right.
Carlo.
Can you go near one of those devices and trigger one of them, please?
Chair.
Chair? Are you in the chair? Did you just say chair? If you want to move one of those devices, you can certainly do that as well if you'd like. Don't break anything, but if you want to move it, that would be fine. Caller. I don't have the... Raw, what are you doing? What are you talking about? If I'm not sure what you're doing, Raw. But if it's just a bunch of nonsense you're putting in the chat.
Which is
Why would anyone bother tracking this balloon? If that's all it was. Oh, Peach, I think you're still back on the news. Yeah. Okay. I think your feed is a little slow, Peach, but you probably won't hear me say that for a while.
We are not.
Raccoons are going nuts outside. I think it might have been what growled at me in the shed at work. Yeah, raccoons don't really have a deep growl. I used to live with a pet raccoon. They don't really have a growl. Not like a brrr, nothing like that. That voice comes up. That one, both of those come up quite a bit.
Chair.
That same kid voice. Is there any spirits that'd like to talk with us here? Wow. There was a few weird voices there. It was like 7. Almost said like that, yeah? I love this. It's so cool to listen in. Thanks. You're welcome, Maggie. Bite. I heard the bite that time, yeah. That was really unusual. There'll be no biting here. That's not okay. If you feel like you want to bite, you need to leave.
No. No. Okay.
Trap? Are you trapped? Is that what I just heard? Can you turn on the flashlight? If you're really here? I think maybe you're here, but I can't tell for sure. Can you make one of those devices go off on the table? That will help me to know that you're actually here. There's a dog again. I just never heard that except for just a few times.
Tommy.
Yeah, they are really interesting voices. Who is that? What is your name? The same voice though. That said the 7 or whatever it was. Said the same. Oh, you're welcome, Just Info. I'm glad. I appreciate the request. That's cool. I love doing this. It's just I didn't want to bore you guys.
Bye.
So whoever said the same and 7, what is your name? Can you tell me a name to call you? God, that was quite a spurt right there. Would appreciate if you could make some of the devices light up too. Like the flashlight that's on that white cloth. If you turn the top of it just a little bit or use your energy, you should be able to make that flashlight light up. Can you do that? No. Wow, there's another breastie. Well, what is that? Yeah, you keep hearing pet or something. And just then it sounded like another bark when I read that. Very cool, Karen. Brent, tell the dog to get the ball. Seriously.
99.
99 came through the X paranormal detector. And apparently presences were there too.
Universe.
Huh. 2. Finally heard a 2? If there's a dog here, can you get the ball? If there's a puppy here, a dog, get the ball.
Next.
Where's your toy?
No.
Get your toy.
Bite.
It said bite again. That's the same voice.
Blue.
Huh. Hello? Who am I talking to?
Red.
It's hard to hear if you're giving me a name. I can't quite hear it. What is your name? That was a good one. That's a great voice. I just never heard of it. Never heard it before.
What is?
It's very resonancy too. It's like, boom. You know? Yep.
Chair.
So too, any of the presences that might be here, can you make the little ball on the table light up? One of those little balls? If you use your energy, it should turn on. Or can you get close to that pyramid device and it will light up either red or green? And maybe we can talk. I can ask you questions that you can answer yes or no to. None of these devices will hurt you. It is kind of relieving, though, to turn on the REM pod because at several locations that REM pod has just freaked out, just squealed and gone completely mad, and to the point that I had to reset it, shut it off, and finally give up on it. You know, and I thought, God, is this thing broken?
Oh, you did.
But it seems to be fine now. So that's, I guess it was very location specific. Can some of you, how many spirits are here? Can you give me a number of how many spirits are here with me?
Call it.
I don't know if that was high or 5 or what. Take your time and answer carefully.
Hide out.
This.
We? That we sounded like robotic, like we. You know, my stomach is just growling like crazy. Sorry if that's coming through the mic. It's not demonic, but it's gonna be later. Who's here? I know you can do things. I know that you can do things. I know you're capable of doing a lot of things. Don't be shy. Can you show all the people watching that you're here? Can you make the little ball light up or the flashlight or the pyramid by getting close to it? I'm going to show you with the pyramid and the other device. You just got to go like this. And you hear that? That'll let us know you're here. Or this one. Oh, cat ball went off. That was not me. I did not bump that table at all. Very good. Can you do this? Do the same thing to those other devices, would you please? So I did not bump or touch anything to make the cat ball go off. So that to me is anomalous. Can you make one of the other devices go off? Maybe the flashlight?
Get on with it.
I am getting on with it. Can you do that? Fair enough. Okay.
Listen.
Knowing it,
There's several devices there that you can activate to let us know you're here. Can you activate some of them?
no.
There you go. There's the cat ball. Very good. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Can you make the other ball light up now? The other one? The other one's an older one. I know you've triggered the older one many times in the past. The battery's getting a little weak, but can you make the other ball light up? Oh, that's the same one, though. That's okay. That's very cool. Thank you. How about the flashlight? The flashlight that's on that white cloth. Can you use your energy and make that turn on? Okay, thank you. I appreciate the ball. That's awesome. How about one of the other devices now? Can you show us that you understand me by triggering one of the other devices? Or move one of the balls? Can you move one of the balls? No? Okay. If you feel like doing it, that would be great. Would love to see some more things light up and to show that you're here. Yeah, there's some of the voices on this database are probably really old. Like they're probably from old black and white movies or whatever. So that's probably where those old voices you're hearing are coming from. I'm not sure where they got these samples, but some of them definitely sound like they're from the old school. Can you make the flashlight turn on for us, please? Let us know you're here. Sure love to see some of these other things light up as well. That would be fantastic. All these devices are here to let us talk with you, to let us communicate. Yeah. So that's interesting. When we first started, the flashlight was so on, animated, on, off. And now it's just flat. I've tried several times to readjust it. It's just not triggering anymore. So again, it seems very anomalous that was being triggered so actively before. And now it's basically being left alone. Wonder if I should move that pyramid in towards a little more. Can you make something light up over there? It turned off ZAI. I turned off ZAI. She's so sweet. That's correct. I have old music playing. Okay. Get on with it, Kay, was so clear. Yeah, the get on with it, I think, is just a sample. They're not supposed to be whole words from what I understand, but I've been hearing that every time I use this, so I'm pretty sure that's just one of the samples. Am I missing anything? The cat balls are... What? The cat balls are endless jokes? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. The cat balls are endless jokes. Well, I mean, they are. They're all of this stuff that you're seeing was basically repurposed technology from other things. Like a cat ball that lights up when a cat moves it. Well, turns out people figured out that sometimes they light up when there's no explanation. Could it be faulty or just cheap construction and weird triggers? Sure. I mean, they're cheap. They're just a dime a dozen nearly. Not really, but they're very inexpensive. But if you can get something like a cat ball lighting up in conjunction with a flashlight, in conjunction with, oh, there's the cat ball again, but in conjunction with other things, then it becomes reinforcing evidence, you know, and I think that that's cool. I meant like talking about cat balls. Yeah, I know, it feels so stupid to say cat balls. I wish somebody gave them a better name, like ghost. Well, even ghost balls doesn't sound good. Jesus.
Well,
I don't want to say, can you light up the ghost balls? It sounds so dumb, but you know.
Again, thank you.
There you go. You're lighting up the ball. Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, my eye again. Thank you for lighting that up. Can you light up the flashlight? Are you able to light up the flashlight?
Hi.
I'd like to see you do that.
Toward the edge.
I heard it say portal. Oh, did you? Okay. Very cool. Oh, you flashing the light after she said portal, huh? Is it you saying the portal? That's what this show is called. Paranormal Portal. So I appreciate that you know the name of the show. It lights up again. Yeah, that's wonderful. Well, thank you for being with us and for trying to communicate with us. That's wonderful. Can you tell us your name? That was a lot of voices all at once. Can you very carefully tell me your name? Let's say Tom again. Tom? Okay. If your name is Tom, can you light up the flashlight? Can you really help me to see that that's for sure correct? I appreciate lighting up the ball, but can you light up the flashlight and let me know that your name is Tom? Should have washed my face. I got oily skin. And it irritates my eyes. Not that you needed to know that, but wanted to let you know I'm not crying here. Talk about woman's voice, yeah. Thank you, Rachel. Appreciate that. Tom, are you still there? Can you light up that ball again?
listen.
Tom, did you leave?
Right.
It just seems to come in spurts, you know. It's nothing consistent. Spurts, not first. I said spurts. That means like few things happen, then nothing, then a few things happen, then nothing. Does that make sense to you? See, spirits, I don't think that you are running low on energy. I don't think I believe that. I think you can do whatever you choose to do. But I think for whatever reason you don't choose to do a lot. And that's okay. You don't have to. There's the dog again. Come here, puppy. Come here. Give it a shot since we keep hearing the dog. It's so far in the background, too. That's what's so weird. If it gets louder and barks, then that'll be cool. Is there a puppy here? I don't know who. I'm asking you. I'm going to move that pyramid over a little bit. I'm going to move it this way a little bit. Okay. There we go. Now it's a little more in frame. Okay. So By getting close to that pyramid device, you can see how both sides lit up. That won't hurt you. Just get close. Get close to it on either side, either toward the side towards me or the side away from me, and that will light up to let us know that you're here. Can you do that? You can do it. I know you can.
Screaming.
I've seen it work really well. And I believe you can work it really well if you choose to. Can you please make that light up? Yes. Okay. Was that a yes that you could make it light up? So, if you could, that'd be wonderful. I appreciate it. Sound like God. Screaming. You heard screaming? Where are you guys hearing screaming? How did I miss screaming? Wow. Yeah, I heard God too. Kona? Can you say my name? Can you say my name? My name is Brent. Can you say my name? Turn on my own headphones a little bit. Can you say my name?
Next one.
You guys heard my name? Okay, I don't know what's wrong with my ears tonight. I mean, that's cool that you are. I'm glad to hear that that you're hearing it. That was like reverse, which is weird. There is a database on here that plays all the sounds in reverse, but that was in reverse. This one is not the reverse database. In fact, I should try that. I'm gonna try playing the reverse, and just to hear if we get anything from that, because it becomes even more anomalous because that was reverse as well. But let's give that a shot. Let's try. Okay, so everything on this one is reverse. Are you there? Who is here with me? A voice. Do you hear that? Do you have a name? Yeah, it does sound much creepier, you're right. If you're here, can you tell me your name? That's one thing about this sound bank, is it's just that male and female voice. It sounds like a discussion, but it's just all reverse. So whatever the discussion is, I don't know. But are you afraid? It's okay. You can talk to me.
What's your issue?
What's your issue? That was pretty clear. I don't know if I've got one. Just wanted to say hello and to talk with you. Yeah, it's not as noisy as the other one. What's your issue? Yeah, that's what I heard too. Did you say help? Do you need help? Do you need help? Yeah, I heard the veil thing too. I wasn't sure. Do you have a message that you'd like to give us? Voicing? It's almost like that AMSR thing. What is your name? That was a weird one. Risk. Ask me. Yeah, it really is just info. It's like reversed Ghostbox AMSR. Makes me feel both relaxed and intrigued. How many of you are there with me right now? How many? I'm not hearing a number. It's an app. It's this one's called Spiritus or Spiritus. 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 It's an older one. It's basically along the lines of like Necrophonic and any other number of them. What would you like to tell us? That was a softer voice, but still backwards. Can you make the ball go off if you're here? Make the flashing lights go off in the ball? And the flashlight is just really dead. And like I said, it can go in spurts. We can get lots of stuff or nothing or both, all in the same night. Let's try it. I'm turning on two of them now. The very first one, and I don't know what the first one is. but it'll give more sound. What's your name? It's weird. It's weird because that deeper one, I actually feel the vibration of it when it's speaking. It's like more robust. That right?
Shining. White. Some.
We can or something.
Bill.
Did you say Bill?
And his body.
Oh, that was a lot of echo. Huh. Lol. Laugh out loud. Lol. Oh, there we go. There goes the cat ball. That's good. Okay. Coming alive again, folks. Okay, so whoever turned on the cat ball, can you also turn on the flashlight? That's on the white cloth on the table. One device triggering is interesting, but can you trigger a different device on that table? Can you show me that you're here? Can you do that now, please? No, just an anomalous one-off with the cat ball. I wonder why the REM pod never goes off, though. Never goes off. Not here in the studio. What was that? Sound like a dog again, didn't it? Who's the dog that's here? Who's the dog? Who's the dog? Can you tell me the dog's name?
Does.
What did Rachel say? Maggie has EVPs. Quarter in the room might pick up something too, Brent. I think it probably could, Rachel, but it would be so dirty with all the sound that's going on with the ghost, the portal build.
Yeah.
It would be so hard to pull actual EVPs out of that. We certainly could do that. We could certainly just do a test recording and just see if something comes through. Maybe towards the end of the show, we'll try like a few minutes. Yeah, the ball's going off pretty solidly now. Can you move that ball? Can you move that ball that you've been making flash? If you could make it roll around in a circle, that would show us that you're really, really here. Don't say die. That's not even nice. Don't say things like that. I don't know if that's anomalous or not. I've heard that a few times through this app. Same exact inflection and everything. So it might just be a sample on there. So when you hear that, don't get freaked out. It's more than likely some part of the sample. The first time I heard it was the first time I used this device with Dan, the person that put it together. And at the time, we were both like, "Oh," but it was new to him too. One what? That was a weird one. Can you roll that little ball around? Can you make that move, please? Let's keep watching and waiting and seeing, but yeah. Wow, that was a different voice. Did you say we? Who's we? Two.
What can we?
Did you say coming? Two coming? I don't know. That's a great question, Rachel. I haven't done a ton of EVP stuff myself. I know Charles has, but I've never only gotten one really solid EVP, and you'll see it on the first video that I released from the investigation series. And that came 2 years ago. Yeah, almost 2 years ago. See that voice there, whatever that was very different. Very present. It was very much more present than the others. Who is here with me? Did you say Don? Did you say Don? I know Don's not here. I mean, Don's spirit's always with us here in the portal, but yeah. Who is here? So I've got my hand up in the air with a certain number of fingers. How many fingers am I holding up? How many fingers am I holding up?
What?
How many fingers? Yeah, I have 10 fingers, but how many am I holding up? Huh. That was like... No. He was here one night. Is Peter here? Is Tom here?
Just Apply.
Cry.
And next to it,
Okay. Well, let's try taking off the reverse. We'll leave on the first one. Oops, not that one. So I'm gonna use the first and the third one together. The third one's the one we started with. And then I added the first one with the reverse just a little bit ago.
Hi. To his.
How many are here with us? I've never gotten really much out of the reverse database much at all. So you heard Elvis? You heard Jesse? Okay, Windwalker, gotcha. Say fun? Are you having fun? Well, I hope you're enjoying yourself. This is your opportunity to speak and to share ideas, to talk with us. I don't know what voice that is, that one really loud one, but it's obnoxious to me. It's like, ugh. This is your opportunity to talk. Oftentimes you're quiet. You don't have an opportunity to share anything about you or to share messages. Do you have a message to share? This is your opportunity to share. This is your chance to talk if you want to talk to us. I need a name so I know what to call you. Can you let me know you're here by triggering some of the devices? It's a lot of ones.
And how
Till. Duck. It said duck. I'm like, wait, what? If someone says duck, you got to take that kind of seriously. Like, oh, what's going on?
how I have.
Are you male or female?
Hi. In the south.
Are you male or female?
I
God, spitting out a lot of words though. Turtle. Okay. Maggie saw turtle.
You.
Now I have. Yeah, the now I have one I think is not anomalous either. That one comes up quite a bit.
Exactly.
Yes.
Present. Okay.
Tired.
Steven. Is there a Steven here?
One. Next.
If your name is Steven, can you light up the flashlight?
He's here.
And. I mean, not.
Is your name Steven?
Chin. Some.
It's like what my belly sounds like right now.
Sleep. And
Just had some cheesy brats for breakfast or for dinner. It's not going real well. Yeah, just like that. That's what my brats are doing right now. Steven, are you here? If you're here, light up the flashlight or trigger one of the other devices.
next.
Turn that down just a little.
So now.
Okay.
Now.
So now I'm going to go and add something else into the mix. I'm going to go into airplane mode first. And then going to turn on this program called Necrometer.
Back. Timing. And almost.
Read.
Says the number 8 came in first. This is Necrometer. Follow home. So the number 8, follow home. Reassessed came up now. Don't know what that means. I mean, I know what reassess means, but I don't know what how that's relevant.
We are
Electronic. Yes, we're using electronic devices to try to communicate with you. The table over there is filled with them. If you could trigger some of those, that would help us to see you're here. Haunt. Yeah, I suppose. There's a few of you here, I think, that haunt, but
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock. What about 10 o'clock?
The number 9.
The number 9. The number 9 now. Yes?
this.
Yeah, don't follow home. Yeah, that's a good point. I heard Brent. Okay. You heard Brent through the other one? Yeah,
On the stairs.
you're on the stairs, really. Well, be careful you don't trip. Ooh, I think my battery's dying on my phone.
Illness.
I think I'm gonna probably, since my phone is dying, I'm probably gonna turn off this one because my phone's dying. I got an old phone, and
Uncertain.
you're uncertain. Okay. Do you have a name? Could you try to give me a name through this device that I can call you? Again, this is called Necrometer.
Made a sound.
made a sound. I didn't hear it, but I appreciate that.
Condemn.
No, I don't condemn you. No, of course not. It's not my place to condemn you. Unless you're doing something
I'm in the
horrible.
house.
You're in the house? Me too. We're both in the house, I guess. And again, is that relevant? No, I don't know.
Stay back.
Stay back. I'm not moving. So that doesn't really make sense. So these things, again,
Frequency.
can you rely on them? No, I don't know that you can. But if you can get things to work in conjunction, again, with other testings, the devices that we have out, like if it says something and then I say, okay, well, can you,
False positive.
false positive, can you light up the flashlight if that is correct? And then if that lights up in conjunction to a dialogue that I'm having allegedly with the spirits, then that reinforces the possibility that it's
Ghost town.
ghost town. I've been to a ghost town a couple times. That was a great location, actually. All up on the mountain. Oof, a little spooky. But yeah, I don't think it's fair to say everything these things spit out is right. Girl, okay, are you a girl? Are you saying you're a girl? If so, light up that ball or the flashlight for me on the table over there. If you are a girl.
Go left.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm sitting here in the chair. So I think that a lot of this is just
Ascend.
algorithm noise, and it's not. I'm not casting aspersions, but I think they're triggering something. Maybe triggering the words to come out. I don't understand those mechanics real well, but
She knows you.
okay. Well, fantastic. What's her name? Who is she? But if you can get corroboration from one device
Recognition.
to recognition. Oh,
Sickness.
sickness. Yeah, I've dealt with a little bit of that lately, but I'm feeling better. Thanks for asking. But again, getting back to what I've always said when we do these demonstrations, it's important.
Enter.
Enter. Okay. I did. I'm here. The 10 o'clock is also a placement in direction for an analog clock. Is also a placement in direction for an analog clock. I'm not sure I understand what you're saying, Rachel. Like, I know the hands, like, what 10 o'clock looks like in an analog clock.
6.
6. So we got 8, 10 o'clock, and now 6 for numbers. But I think that perhaps these things
Say your name.
Say my name. My name is Brent. What's your name? But I think that they probably, the belief is that the more you use them, the more that maybe you attune to them, or it attunes to you, or whatever. I don't know. I'm not sure what to make of all that, but that's the claim, is that you're Mary. You did say a name. Okay. Now I'm impressed. Oh, it's nice to meet you, Mary. Are you from this area, Mary? That's all I could think of. Mary, how old are you?
Video.
It says video, but it's video. Okay. How old are you, Mary?
What is your name?
Yeah, my name is still Brent. Yep. It's still the same as last time you asked, but thank you for asking. What is your name? $12 is straight ahead, 10 o'clock is to the left of your location. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying now. Okay. So you're talking about, like, watch your 6, watch your 8. Okay. False? No, that is my name. My name is Brent, really. What is your name? That's not false. That's true. Okay, I understand what you're saying now. So looking in that direction. Okay. I like the way you said it, Rachel. Yeah.
There's something wrong here.
Wow. That's weird. It said, there's something wrong here, and then Albert. So your name is Albert? If your name is Albert, can you make that little ball look back? I don't see anything back there. What do you see that's wrong?
Not likely.
Not likely. Okay. Huh. Yeah, everything's kind of normal here. Albert. Albert, if you're really here, can you make the flashlight on that table light up? It's sitting on that white cloth on the table over there where I'm looking. Or Mary, can you make it light up? Mary, light up the ball if you're here, and Albert, if you're here, light up the flashlight. Or are these just nonsense names? I don't mean to sound rude. I just want to understand. Keith. Okay. Well, if there's a Keith here, Keith, could you light up the ball if it's you? The little plastic ball on that table, will you light it up? You can do that by just touching it or moving it. It'll light up and make flashing lights. Nope. Nothing, huh? Well, it is interesting.
Residual.
Is it residual? Is that what's going on here? Maybe. Maybe it is.
The number is unclear.
So is your message.
Fogs.
Fogs. Okay. Huh. Not sure what fogs could mean. I see a deal print. Yeah, that's anomalous. Like saying over the radio, I hear you 5 by 5, so to speak.
No vision.
No vision? You can't see? Or are you talking about I don't have any vision? You might be right. I wish I could see. I wish I could see you guys, but I can't. How many of you are here?
3.
Wow, that was instant. 3. Okay.
Guide.
Oh, are you guides? Are you my guides? If there's 3 of you here, can you light up the ball on the table? One of you 3, can you light up that ball? Use your energy and just touch it. You should be able to make it flash colorful lights. If you could do that, that'd be great. No, neither of them. Or any of the devices. If you get close to that pyramid shape, that will show us either green or red, depending on which side you're on. Or the red light, the big red light, if you get close to that.
Frequencies.
Frequencies. Wow, that's pretty deep. We're all frequencies, aren't we? Yeah, it did say look back. Yep. Maybe I was talking about the fingers you were holding up.
Tap.
Yeah, it was 3. It says tap on wall. Okay. I will tap on the wall. Can you tap on the wall if I tap first? I didn't hear you tap. Did you tap?
Carl, I will stay.
Oh, you'll stay. Okay. Well, if you're kind and loving, you're welcome to be here. I don't mind having you stay. If you're dark and horrible and full of malice and you want to cause pain and problems, you are not able to stay here. That is not okay. You are not welcome. Carl. I have a friend named Carl. Did you guys leave? It's an interesting program. I've been using
Quit.
Quit. That's funny. I was just going to say I was going to shut this down. Yeah, I'm gonna quit this right now. But what I usually use is this one called Spirit Talker. And this one's been kind of surprising sometimes. One night on the show, it gave us only these really weird Latin words that we had to look up. A bunch of them. It was really crazy. So I'm just going to turn this on for a few moments here. I know we're getting close to 9. God, the time has flown. How did that happen? But I'm going to go a little longer because I wanted to test out Spirit Talker here live with you guys too. So you can see that working. Now, some people are really kind of anti-phone app. Oh no, phones, no, that's just junk, just garbage. And I don't think that's necessarily the case. I think there's something definitely to these things, but I don't think, again, you can't rely on all your evidence can't be based off of one thing, one app. But if you can use it in concert.
I feel free now.
Well, I'm glad you feel free now. Okay. Yeah, well, I'm glad. Who are you? The Spirit Talker, I think, has been anomalous enough and interesting enough that there's to me, there's something to it. Again, I don't think you can take every response as literal. It's not like everything it spits out is going to be relevant, but you got to filter those things. I see a lot of people using these apps and they're taking everything it says and trying to fit it into what they're doing or saying. And it's like, I think that's a stretch. But if it's relevant, it'll be obviously relevant. Perhaps anomalous energies are triggering things to come out, but I don't think they always directly trigger individual messages. I think it does happen. Again, like when it spit out all Latin that night, I was just like, that was a little bit unnerving, to be honest with you. Aw, thank you, Maggie. Good round of applause. Thank you so much. Ghosts are dope. Yeah, thanks, Ra.
You seem familiar.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, it's probably because I live here. If you're in the area, you've probably seen me here a bunch. So, yeah. But I'm glad. I hope that's good. I'm glad, Maggie. Thank you. I realize that maybe it's more of a niche kind of show. Like it doesn't appeal to everybody. I mean, we don't have near the numbers that we usually have being a part of the show tonight. But I think this genuinely creeps a lot of people out. Like they feel very intimidated by this kind of stuff. And it's not a judgment.
Tonight.
Yep. We've been investigating tonight. But I think that it's just some people are comfortable with it, but a lot of people aren't. That's why maybe there aren't more people ghost hunting, because it takes, I guess, a different kind of person to do it. You got to be willing to confront the possibility that you are going to be possibly in contact with things that we don't really understand. Energies, presences, maybe historical figures, maybe other dimensional figures. And when things happen that you can't explain, it takes a lot of people right out of their comfort zone and puts them in a really bad place. And then they get nervous, then they get scared, and then they get worried. And so it's not for everybody. But I like doing these shows sometimes with you guys because, look, this is part of what I'm passionate about doing. I love doing this. I love going to locations and investigate. I love investigating right here.
Mine.
Is that like a mine as in a hole in the ground, or mine like something of yours? What are you saying? Well, yeah, maybe Raw. I think it's ghost stories are certainly, I think some of them can be very much like UFO kind of stuff, but mostly they seem to be independent of each other to a degree. But sometimes it's hard to tell the difference if you're dealing with a ghost or if you're dealing with UFOs or extraterrestrials.
Sarah.
Sarah. Okay. Hi, Sarah. Is that your name, Sarah? It's nice to meet you. I'm Brent.
1764.
Somebody Googles 1764. Be interesting to see if the name Sarah comes up in relation to that. If you don't mind, if somebody wouldn't mind. 1764 and Sarah.
Help me.
I will. I will help you if you need help. I can say prayers for you. Would that help? Are you stuck? Are you lost? What is it you need help with? Well, we'll have to wait and see. Well, anyway, it's kind of quiet now. So I wanted to demonstrate a couple of these. Another one that I got, which I think is really cool, and this could come handy during investigations. And I'll show it to you as best as I can on the screen. But this is an app that utilizes the phone's LiDAR. So it's kind of like night vision, but it's actually like a radar of sorts. And what you do is you turn it on, and then you turn max depth. Oh, here we go. Turn it on like this, and it will show you things that are going on in your room that may not be able to be perceived. Whoa, how do I get that on screen? Let me see if I show up on here. If you guys can see me. What the hell just happened? I'm trying to hold it in such a way I got this dumb cover on it. So if I was investigating, I would have taken this cover off. But there's my hand. I don't know how that's working. Let me see. So you can see my hand on the screen there. And this is all with LiDAR. So this is not using standard light, but it's basically the same thing like scanning a room or something like that. So you can catch presences that may not be visible with your naked eye. At least that's theoretically what it can do. I've not seen anything anomalous on this at all, but I'll put it up here. See if you can see anything. See my hand. So that's utilizing LiDAR on the phone. And that can be a good investigative tool too, I think. Again, I haven't seen it work yet, but that's the theory. So there are, I guess that's about it for the phone apps that I'm really utilizing right now. But I think it's interesting anyway. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. The Treaty of Niagara comes up. Okay. Treaty of Niagara comes up. The first 24 First Nations signed an alliance with the English. Oh, okay. Heaps of Sarahs in 1764, Brent. Okay. It would need a bit more info. Yeah, it's hard to say. And I'm not sure if that's the Treaty of Niagara that's over on the east part of the nation. Obviously, this part of the country where I am wasn't really even settled to any degree. There was, I think, people out here doing stuff. Maybe small communities were popping up, but I mean, it wasn't even the gold rush or anything yet. So the push west wasn't a big thing. It was mostly right on the east. And so that's interesting. Okay. Well, it's just two things popped up very close concert together. So we checked and saw if there were any relevancies, but it's hard to say. I Googled Idaho and 1764, but nothing leaps out. And Sarah, yeah. It's probably a silly thing, but I was just curious if by some virtue of that date that the name Sarah would be a prominent thing. Night, Paranormal Portal fam. Catch you guys on the other side. And Brent, have a good one. And happy Halloween. Yeah, happy Halloween to you guys. I hope you guys have a great Samhain and enjoy yourself. And I just take care of the little ones. And if you've got them, and if not, give them big candy if you don't. Get the big bars. Just spoil the hell out of them. But, you guys take care of yourselves. Thanks, and thanks for the suggestion of doing this kind of show tonight. Again, I love it, and, I can't apologize for it. This is a lot of what investigating is. Sometimes it's just waiting around for things to happen. Sometimes things pop off, and then they die down, and there's no real reason for it. It's just things happen when they happen. So, It's great, though. I love doing it, and I'm glad that you guys are interested enough into it. Again, I don't mean to portray myself as any kind of expert. I'm not. I'm an enthusiast that's just looking for answers, looking for evidence, looking for things to show you guys that can maybe help to, push the narrative a little bit. But in 3 days, we fly. Oh, good. Where are we flying to in 3 days? Have a good one, folks. But anyway, I guess that's going to wrap it up for me. That's about all I got time for. Thank you guys for sticking with me, those of you that were here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, this is a look into how investigating works. This is a real microcosm here in the studio. Normally, you'd have a space, a big space, like a building or an area, can be outdoor, indoor, and you would use these objects in various places looking for some kind of evidence. And, we've gotten some great evidence with all these tools in different locations. Again, the REM pod, nothing. Flat, absolutely flat. The yes-no detector, absolutely flat. Cat ball seemed to be pretty ambitious. The flashlight for a while was incredible, and then absolutely went flat. And so I think it was possible that there was something here with us tonight, at least for a while. And whatever any of it else, I don't know. It's up to you as the observer to draw your own conclusions. Yeah, thanks, Brent Thomas, for another great show on the Paranormal Portal. Thank you, Drew. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. And again, it's not our normal show, but this is just another aspect of it. And hopefully you found some value in what happened here tonight and at least enjoyed yourselves. Thanks for listening with me to all the messages and helping me hear things that even I wasn't hearing. So that's why I love having a lot of ears on this stuff, because you guys pick up a lot of stuff that I wasn't hearing, and that's outstanding. So, but I guess I'll be back on Wednesday with Dawn. And until then, just remember, we love you all. Be good, be kind, be nice, take care of each other, help each other out, find the magic in every day, and remember to laugh as much as you can. And watch for the new podcast tomorrow night, or actually Monday. It'll be out. It'll be a great one. I interviewed this lady from England who was actually, her house was featured on a BBC show over there called Help, My House is Haunted. And she and I talked about her situation over there. It was pretty fantastic. So that'll be airing on, Monday morning. So watch for it then. It'll be here on YouTube as well. They'll pop up. They upload here as a link. So you'll see it if you're checking out the YouTube page, or if you check out the podcast on iTunes, iHeartRadio, Google Play, Castbox, Stitcher, so many more. There's like literally 40 or 50 different platforms that, I guess it's on all of them, So if you listen to podcasts anywhere, just do a search for Paranormal Portal, and it allows you to listen to us wherever you are. So anyway, that's it. Love you. That's all I got. And thanks again for joining me tonight. I know it's not the show for everybody, but I'm glad you guys had a good time, those of you that stuck around. And keep the comments coming. Thank you. Special thank you to the members, channel members. Special thank you to our mods. I know Elaine and Rachel were here tonight. Thank you guys so much. Thanks for helping to control the narrative there, Rachel and Elaine. I appreciate it. But that's all we got time for. So good night. Sweet dreams, and I'll see you on Wednesday. Good night.